I welcome you once again, and I would like to hand over mic to you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible.
Ji. Good afternoon to all of you. Today, before my talk, I want to know, is there any lecture on online resources or not so far? Hello? Any lecture before this session on digital information resources? Hello, friends. Dr. Mamta.
Yes, sir. Extremely sorry, sir. I was got unmute by the host. Yes, sir. There hasn't been much information shared on this, so you can carry on with your topic.
Okay.
Yes,
fine.
sir.
This is not an expert lecture. This is the interaction between a librarian and the teachers. And as a librarian, I would like to convey you people the online information sources that you may use for your study, research, and teaching, and can motivate the researchers and scholars and students to make use of these resources, which are very beneficial for their research and teaching and learning. To start with, what is information source? Anything from where we get the information source. From where the information generates or arises, or we can obtain information, that is information source, and the format may be printed or non-printed. Then what is online source? Any source which can be accessed through the information communication technologies is online source. It may be a newspaper, online newspaper, magazine, journals, book, blogs, any forum, or it may be a union catalog or a web pack or internet, any internet source that is being used with the help of information communication technology, that is online source. But there are computer centers and other computing departments. What is the need of library in such an environment? Actually, their motive is to research and teaching, whereas the role of library is to cater to the informational requirements of all its stakeholders or users. Whatever the informational requirement, the library is supposed to provide those resources within provided budget. To meet these informational requirements, library procures, preserves, and disseminate information sources to the users. The advantages of digital information sources are round-the-clock availability from any corner of the world without going to any other place. You can use the information at the place where you are. Better storage and retrieval. You can store a huge amount of information in digital format, and the problems with regard to binding, shelving, storage, maintenance, etc. is almost eradicated. This is the beauty and the main reason for using digital information than printed information. Excellent searching and retrieval techniques. The user search the information. You can use and or not Boolean operators, and the phrases like between this period up to this period, after that period. These are the techniques. And the publishers sometimes provide a hyperlink after the chapter or article, and using that hyperlink you can go to the concerned document and read the related information. And this is possible only with the help of digital information. Suppose you want to know everything available in your library on a particular topic, keyword, or problem. You just go to library. Can you read all the books related to even few books on a particular topic? It requires a huge time. But using digital information, when you are using digital information sources, you just type your keywords and the information is available before you within no time. This is the most important advantage. Multi-user access. Multi-user access means one source is being used by the many people simultaneously. One source is being used by many people simultaneously. And the problem of reservation of printed material in traditional library is now no more in this version of the library. Collaborative scholarly work. Researchers communicate with colleagues, experts, authors, co-authors, collaborators, editors, etc. for so many reasons. And the main objective of this communication is to carry out or improve the joint research work, maybe in national or international level. When your text is added with audio and visual, it will definitely enrich the context. So when audio, video, and text is added, then it is multimedia technology. And definitely it increases the quality and its users go on higher side. Resource sharing. If right now, if you want any document from my library, from a digital library, I can just download it and send it to you through email, on WhatsApp, or any other social media, or through email. Library consortium. A consortium consists of a number of libraries, preferably with some homogeneous characteristics like subject on a particular subject, or institutional affiliation and affiliation to funding authorities. They come together to achieve the common goal. Then it is library consortium. These are the advantages of digital or online information. Now we have some challenge or disadvantage on the other hand. You know, reading from a book is very easy. You can move, you can sit, you can lay down and open, flipped in many ways. While in electronic context, this is not possible. You have to keep your eyes on the device, and electronic devices are very expensive. I am talking about the devices, not the content. And when you want to use the information communication technology, you require some skills, or you must have some experience, and you have to spend for acquiring this infrastructure. And presently, what we are accessing on the devices may not be compatible with the resource, with the infrastructure facility or software or hardware that will come in future. Floppies and CDs are almost nowhere. Many resources are typically produced to be compatible with certain software. And since e-resources are dependent on other equipment, you cannot see the content without a device. To access the digital information, certainly you require certain hardware, software, or uninterrupted supply. Unless these are available, the electronic resources are inaccessible. So you require hardware, internet connection, content from the publisher or available over internet, and the consistent power supply. The lifespan of a paper book is on the higher side because the rapid development in new computer system, it is difficult to judge whether the software or hardware will become outdated. What you are purchasing today may not be available after, may be outdated after 2 or 10 years. And the internet connectivity with decent speed, it must to access these resources, and it is a problem particularly in remote areas, and without the speedy internet connection we may lose our concentration what we are actually doing. And many titles which are available, this is the situation of today's scenario. There are books which are not available in digital format. And reading the screen for a long time may lead to eye strain. And this is major drawback. While working on digital resources, there is possibility to be disturbed by social media or other sites. In spite of these disadvantages or challenges, the digital information sources are now being used to a very good extent, and there are people who think in future, after 4 or 5 decades, that use of printed books will be very low. So before I go to the practical session, I would like to give some information on the information sources from InfLibNet, that is Information Library Network, NDLI, National Digital Library of India, NAPTEL, and SWAMPRO. So move to InfLibNet. Initially, it was a UGC project started in 91, and later in 1996, it became an autonomous inter-university center of UGC. The prime objective of Information Library Network is to modernize the university libraries and to connect them to a nationwide high-speed network so that the resources, digital resources, may be utilized fully to a great extent, and to train and develop human resources to computerize library operations and further train the faculty members and to make maximum use to electronic resources. These are the objective of Information Library Network. And this network is doing very best at their level and helping the libraries in automation and digitization, providing training and financial assistance to create digital environment in the university, and providing the access of electronic journals, books, databases, thesis, synopsis, etc. Earlier, UGC was providing the hard cash to the university libraries to purchase or subscribe journals, books, and other reading material. And now they are providing the access of electronic journals and books and making payment to the publishers on behalf of the universities, and then resource sharing, document delivery services. We shall discuss the major activities of InfluNet, that is Union Catalog, INCAT, Shodhganga and Shodhgangotri repository, Enlist, that is meant for college libraries, and eShodh Sindhu. Now it is eShodh Sindhu after the merger of Indest and what we call it, I forget, eShodh Sindhu. Then Indian Access Management Federation, INFED, EPG Pathshala, and they provide user awareness program. They provide assistance for user awareness programs. So coming to online Union Catalog, this was the first project. Actually, in early 80s, there were several rounds of meeting of educationists and scientists with the problem why the research being done in the country is not at par or at the level of the research being done in advanced countries. This was the major problem. There were many reasons, but one common reason they observed that was the research available in the journals, means the journals, availability of journals, research journals was not good in the universities and the institutions of higher learning. This was the major drawback. So it was decided that the journals should be provided in the universities or other institutes of higher learning, and it was decided to provide the access.
Excuse me, sir. Dr. Vinod, sorry to interrupt you in between. Actually, your voice is breaking somewhere and it is little bit low. So can you just increase the volume, because a lot of participants are asking the same thing, that you are not audible properly. or you can just log in once again, because today there is a lot of network issue in Haryana, I think, because we are also facing the same problem.
Okay, okay. Now,
Sir, I can hear you clearly since the start of the lecture, but there are few participants. But you can go on. I'll just let you know if it breaks again.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So they decided to provide the access of electronic journals in the universities. But in the university where the access is to be provided, then they decided this work can be done in the university libraries. And for that purpose, they provide technically and financial assistance to the libraries and training at their end, just to convert their card catalog to online catalog. This was the first project in Canada. Now you can see 1 crore 16 lakh 11,000 12,000 records, unique records, with the holdings of 1 crore 53 lakh 18,500 plus from about 200 Indian universities, and record of 35,000 plus journals from 229 institutions, and thesis record of 4 lakh 41,300 plus thesis from 444 universities. These are the records, catalog records, and here you can just get the bibliographical details, not the source itself. This was the first project in CAT. I will show you. E-Shod Sindhu. This is the project the Ministry of MHRD has formed E-Shod Sindhu Consortium to provide current as well as archival access to more than 10,000 peer-reviewed online journals and other databases from very reputed publishers and aggregators to centrally funded technical institutions, universities, colleges, and that are covered under 12B and 2F sections of UGC Act. If the universities are covered under 12B, they can apply for E-Shod Sindhu resources. And the major objective of E-Shod Sindhu is to provide quality digital information sources by negotiating with the publishers, and the negotiation are made at national level, which is very helpful for the librarians working in the universities and colleges, because they need not to call quotations or tenders, and benefit of huge bargaining is also provided to end user library. So under this E-Shod Sindhu project, they provide the access of electronic journals and databases. Then Shod Ganga. Shod means research. Ganga means holy river. Shod Ganga, the term is derived from Shod and Ganga. The UGC notifications of 2009 and 16 mandates submission of electronic thesis and dissertation along with the hard copy of the thesis. All the users are supposed to submit the digital thesis or electronic thesis along with the hard copy of the thesis in the universities where they are enrolled for research. And this digital version of the thesis is supplied to the InfluNet and they host on their server for the use at the national and international free of cost. For Shodh Ganga, the responsibility of InfluNet was to setting up the server for hosting the thesis, provide technical assistance to universities for digitizing the theses that are available in print form in the universities, libraries, and how to digitize and to enter the metadata and other technical processes. They provide the training to the 1 or 2 persons from one universities and providing access to internationally renowned anti-plagiarism software services to the university to facilitate detection of plagiarism in research. All the universities which undergone this MOU with the InfluNet for submitting the thesis in their repository, the InfluNet is supposed to provide anti-plagiarism software to detect the similarity index among the research work being done in the universities. The benefit of this, or the objective of this Shodh Ganga project is just to avoid the duplication of research, or to provide the open access of thesis to academic community and easy access to electronic information sources around the clock. And you can decide your topic after going through the various thesis submitted in the repository, and you can have some idea for the research you want to do. And this will definitely raise the standard of research work, as the thesis is checked by using anti-plagiarism software, and this avoids the duplication of research. Suppose you have taken one topic on a particular problem, and when you are going to submit the thesis, you just came to know that this work has already been done in that university or that institute, so your work is now of no use. To avoid this duplicate effort, this repository is established. Likewise, later on, it was seen that at the time of your selection of topic, your topic was unique, and there is no other duplicate work was done at that time. But after 2-3 years, when you submit your thesis, then you find that, oh, this work has already been done. Because you were not aware about the research being done during that 2 years. However, you check the Shodh Ganga thesis, but that thesis was not available because it was submitted 1 or 2 years, within 1 or 2 years. So to avoid that problem, they started another repository called Shodh Gangotri. Shodh Gangotri means research from where research one side, and Ganga, a place from where the Ganga originates, means from synopsis. Your research starts from your synopsis. When your synopsis is approved in the meeting, that need to be uploaded on the Shodh Gangotri repository so that you can check that this work is being done or in the process. Or that Shodh Gangotri repository is also helpful in deciding your topic. So that was Shodh Ganga and Shodh Gangotri. Then this Enlist. Enlist is a service to colleges. Under eShod Sindhu, you almost the journals and database are provided to universities, whereas the under Enlist program, now it is also from Indest. So to subscribe and provide in selected industry resources from selected universities and monitor its usage. To subscribe and provide access to selected e-resources to government-aided colleges and monitor its users. Likewise to other resources also, other colleges also. Sorry. So Enlist project provide access to e-resources to students, researchers, and faculty from colleges through the server installed at InfliBnet level, not from the publisher's side. So the InfliBnet authenticates the authorized user on their server. In this way, they provide the access through user ID and password basis. And only the authorized users from colleges can access e-resources directly from publisher site. So the access is provided through IP range or through user ID and password in the colleges, because the setup in the many colleges is not so big that the access is provided through campus-wide network. Who are eligible to access these resources? All government-aided colleges covered under Section 12B of UGC Act, and non-aided colleges, except these colleges, except agriculture, engineering, management, medical, pharmacy, dentistry, and nursing. Except these courses can get benefit from Enlist program by joining the Enlist program. So this is not free. Earlier it was free, but later on a nominal fee of rupees 5,000 plus GST at the rate of 18% is liable for government-aided colleges, and for non-aided colleges it is 30,000 plus 18% GST, total 35,400 rupees per annum. And the period starts from April to March every financial year. I will show you the sources being provided under Enlist or eShod Sindhu. Index Access Management Federation, InFID. This is another service of InfliBnet. Publishers provide the access through IP range of servers in the universities, and this is the most authentic and appropriate, safe and trouble-free authentication mechanism in the universities. But its limitation is that the user can access on their resources only within campus, and when they move outside the campus, or the students and faculty members, those who are not residing in the campus, they cannot access these resources. So this is the drawback. And to achieve this objective, to provide the access at their places, they started the service Indian Access Management infit. This allows the users to access the resources seamlessly using a single institutional controlled password. This is the shibboleth in the software that used to authenticate authorized users and provide them access to e-resources from anywhere and shibboleth is a software and it provides the access to multiple resources. Actually, this provides the federated search and multiple resources within a federated single on frame form. When you enter this ID password, you can access the resources that are subscribed in the university or the created in the university or ebooks, videos, even the catalog of the university. Then EPG Pathshala. It's another initiative of MHRD under the National Mission of Education through ICT. And the MHRD assigned this job to UGC for the development of content in 70 subjects of postgraduate level. And the beauty of the content is its quality and curriculum-based interactive content in various subject areas of social sciences, arts, fine arts, humanities, natural and mathematical sciences, linguistics, and languages. All these are being developed under this EPG Pathshala project. These are the 4 subjects and about 22,000 modules including text and videos have already been developed and 19,000 videos, 20,000 plus text and these are developed by 3,200 plus experts. And then user awareness programs. InfluentNet also provides the financial assistance to the universities to organize user awareness programs at their respective places. So this is all about InfluentNet. Then National Digital Library of India. This is again another project of MHRD to facilitate and inspire all the learners regardless of age, demographics and ability. Here we access the federated search for searching so that learners can find the right resource with the least effort and in minimum time. It is designed to hold content in many languages that provide interface support for 10 most widely used Indian languages. It is provided support for all academic levels, including researchers, lifelong learners in all disciplines, all popular forms of access devices, and differently abled learners. And it is maintained at IIT Kharagpur. I will show the working of National Digital Library of India. Then NAPTL, 7 IITs and IS Bangalore they decided to create video lectures, and these lectures are provided free of cost to the learners. And now NAPTEL has started offering certification to students for courses. The certification process is subject matter experts, and the experts are from IITs and industries, and they create recorded video content for courses. The course, first of all, video content is created. That created course content is uploaded on the portal and then make it open for enrollment, which is free. And every week, those who have enrolled, every week about 3 hours of video content is released along with an assignment to the students, which is evaluated and provides the student with a score. That assignments are evaluated and the score is provided to the students. And the teaching assistants and faculty members support the discussion forum, answering questions and clearing doubts. This is the process of certification. If someone wants to get a certificate from IITs or IS after doing the course, they should register themselves in person proctored certification exam that is conducted in more than 100 cities of India in collaboration with the exam partner. And the certification is not free but has a nominal fee of rupees. The student who gets more than 40% aggregate is liable to be passed. And assignment score is 25% and exam score is 75%. This is the certification process. The objective of certification is to make students employable in the industry, and through an online portal, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks online courses on topic relevant to the students in all years of higher education, along with basic core courses in sciences and humanities, with exposure to relevant tools and technology are being offered. And the certification course is 1,000 rupees. What is the use of this certificate? These certificates are envisioned for use in credit transfer to universities or for making the student more employable. And now these agencies, UGC and AICTE, are actively encouraging colleges and universities to adopt at least one online course per semester for credit transfer. They are motivating the universities and colleges. And many IITs and universities are now allowing these courses to be taken for credits. And NAPTEL, any institution can create a local chapter with the partnership with NAPTEL. And right now, 4,200 plus local chapters have been created so far, and this is the link to create local chapter. I will show you the working. Now, Swamprabha. Samprava is a group of 34 DTH channels devoted to telecast high quality educational programs around the globe. At least 4 hours telecast every day with repeated 5 more times in a day so that the students can choose the time of at their convenience. And the contents which are available over Swamprabha channels are being provided by NAPTEL, IITs, UGC, CEC, IGNOU, NCRT, and NOIS. The InfinityNet Center maintains the web portal of Swamprabha. This is at the level of higher education, school level, and lifelong learners, and assisting the students of class 11th and 12th to prepare for competitive exams. The coverage of these DTH channels. Now we come to InfinityNet. So these are the major activities that I would like to share with you. The eShodh Sindhu, Shodh Shuddhi. Shodh Shuddhi means they are providing the access of anti-plagiarism software called Kurkum. This is Shodh Shuddhi. Enlist, Enfit, Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri, EPG Pathshala, IndCat, and Sol is a software of university libraries. So to start with IndCat. This is the union catalog of the material available in universities and college libraries in India. So simple search, advanced search, you can do here for books, thesis, serials. You can enter your keyword here, Indian economy. Basic paper name is also Indian economy. These are the books on Indian economy. By using advanced search, you can limitize your search with the author, publisher, and this is the catalog. And you see this book is available at Mohanlal Supadia University, and you can search. You can send a request to the librarian for interlibrary loan. Yeah, this is the IndCat. This is books, serial, journals. You can ask for a copy of article from a journal. Likewise, you can check the thesis, title of the thesis available in the universities. This is an IndCat, service of InfinityNet. Now, eShodh Sindhu. I am showing you the e-resources only. If you want to know about this services, you just click about. They will give you the information, and then you can use it. But right now I am showing you the eShodh Sindhu, the resources available. These are the resources which are available for the universities, colleges, and institutions of higher learning. Almost all the source, these journals and databases are provided to IITs, And C, ACM Digital Library is being provided in 63 institutions and it has 154 genders. Likewise, Springer Link is being provided to 200 institutions and it has a collection of 1,725 genders. So these are the resources which are being provided to institutions of higher learning, but all these resources are not being provided to all the universities or institutions. And these are the resources being provided with the help of AICT funds. ASC journals, ASME journals, Bentham Pharmacy, Scopus, and Web of Science. And now they have not given the criteria here, but earlier they divided all the universities in 4 segments. First 50, next 50, next 50s, and rest of the universities. Now they have their own criteria which is not been shown here. On what basis they provide the resources to different universities. So these are the resources. Suppose you want to see the Springer. You can search from the article. These much articles are available on chemical analysis. Likewise, you can choose any publisher. It shows resources. If you want to search from the publishers, all the publishers, then you can go through this JGate Plus and enter fiber optics. You can limitize your search at this point. Okay, it is not open right now. Now we move to another service of InfluMnet. Show दूंगा सर. 3 lakh thesis, online thesis, as on 9th April 2021. So you can search here, advanced search, subject search, Google search, advanced search, subject search. I'm sorry, the internet speed is very slow here. What happened? This is the earlier search through JGate, and if you want to check full text as well as the abstract, then you can see 35,555 articles are available here. But if you want to check the full text journal only without abstract, just click this one, and you can open any article here. Oh my God. This is the abstract, and click this one, PDF. Download PDF. You can download the complete article on chemical analysis here. This is search through JGate. Yes. Full text thesis today 3,11,419, and synopsis 7,940 from 476 universities, and 582 universities has signed MOU so far. So these are the 10 main contributors: University of Madras, University of Calcutta, Aligarh Muslim University. These are the universities. And, on computer operating systems, these are the theses available over Shodhganga. Just click this one. This is the citation detail, and these are the chapters. Just click chapter 1. It is open. Now it is working. These are the theses which contain Guru Jamreshwar University at text. formulation and evaluation of cubic nanoparticles for drug delivery. The researcher is Purnima, guide is Manisha Ahuja, submitted in 2015, Department of Pharmaceutical Science from Guru University in Finland. This is the Shodh Ganga. Analyst. This is very useful service to all the colleges, and the participants who have come from colleges may check the Analyst on InfluBnet site. This is about Analyst, how to join members, how to join, eligibility, annual fee, mode of payment. Those who have already applied or those who are using can check their status here. Total 3,480 colleges, 12B colleges 3,243, non-added 237, science colleges these and not eligible 974 colleges are not eligible. So this is status, state-wise list. 99 beneficiary colleges from Haryana and highest from, I think, this from Maharashtra. Just click detail, you will get the detail of all the colleges, those who are being benefited from Analyst programs. And would you like to see the resources, what they are getting just after paying for 500 or 30,000, 5,000 or 30,000? These are the resources available under Analyst program. American Institute of Physics, 18 titles, journals. I'm talking about journals. Annual reviews, 33 titles. Economic and Political Review, Political Weekly. Indian journals, 180 journals. Institute of Physics. Our university, the access of Institute of Physics is not provided to our university, and we have subscribed this source by paying 6 lakh plus rupees to Indian Institute of Physics. Institute of Physics. JSTOR, 2,500 titles. Oxford University Press, 262 titles. Royal Society of Chemistry, 29 titles. H.W. Wilson, 3,000 titles. And Cambridge University Press, 224 titles. More than 6,000 titles. Each journal's title from very reputed publishers are available to the colleges. And apart from this, 185,000 titles from eBrary, Cambridge Book Online, EBSCO Host Net Library, 936 titles. So you see more than 2 lakh of e-books are also provided to Analyst beneficiary colleges. So you must be member of this Analyst program and enroll using this information. How to join? Again, I have already told you the government colleges under section 12B of UGC and all non-added colleges except this, they are eligible to join this, and what they have to pay about 600 rupees, 6,000 rupees and 35,000 rupees. And about register. You can apply online. Apply online. You have to make payment of this much rupees or this much, along with a copy of the letter by which the UGC has given you the certificate of 12B of UGC. These two document, this document and payment of rupees this one and online form. Only this one, and you have to make one person coordinator from college, maybe a librarian or any other person from the college, same college. And one more thing which is good for the colleges, the access of these resources will be provided by using user ID and password, because their campus may not be so good with the network. And enlist, infested, EPG Pathshala. These are the 22,000 modules from 70 subjects, 20,000 e-text, 19,000 videos. You can choose of your subject. Suppose this is mathematics. Select algebra. These are the next. These modules are developed by senior experts and have very authentic value. So you can make use of these resources for your teaching and research. This is from EPG Pathshala. Videos are also required. Show Gangotri, I forgot. This is infinite. Now I come to National Digital Library of India. This is the URL page, and you see this is for schools, CBSE examination, engineering, science, humanities, literature, law and management. This is the study material. And this green boxes, it contains material related to COVID-19 research repository. So if you want to see the engineering resources, computer science, click any video lectures, artificial intelligence, just click, and this high quality, high resolution video lecture of about 55 minutes before you. This is for engineering, you can check sciences. Engineering sciences, humanities, mass communication. This is open again. So these are online resources that you can use for your research, teaching, learning, and you can also direct the students to use these resources which are created by experts in their fields. Humanities, law and management, law. See, all the resources from National Digital Library of India are almost free, and full text which is freely available, or your institutions has subscribed those resources, they will be open in full. It includes more than 6 lakh of ebooks. It is open. Or you can enter your keyword here. If you go by subject wise, then these are the links, or you can search directly from this repository. Anyone can be member just by signing up on National Digital Library of India website, and universities can now register their students in bulk. The next component is NAPTAL. This is NAPTAL. NAPTAL resources. See, these are current week live session. If you click here, okay, archive live session देखें. These are the video lectures. Just it is data analysis and artificial intelligence, hotter, hottest. Click here. Okay. The problem with the NAPTEL is their data is not structured. There is facility to create a local chapter, and our university has also created the NAPTEL local chapter. For that purpose, we requested IIT Madras to provide us the video lectures on hard disk. They referred to IIT Bombay, and after several times of reminders, they asked us to send the hard disk. They are not providing you the hard disk on payment. You will send the hard disk to concerned IIT, and they provide they will copy the video lectures on that hard disk. We send 4 hard disks of 4 TB capacity each. So we get here. We have created local chapter. This is web page of my library, digital library. Here the NAPTEL, and this is NAPTEL videos. You see, we have structured all the videos subject wise. So you may check the subject of your interest. Suppose electrical engineering. So on the subject electrical engineering, we will find the following papers, following topics. Suppose power systems by this person, and Singh, IIT Kanpur, has the following video lectures. Just click on any so see, on one click you will get the video lectures by the expert from IIT. And one more benefit of uploading the video lecture on your server is that this is available over LAN. Even if the internet is not working in the university, these lectures will be available for the students. And we have not paid anything to them. Without paying anything, we have a collection of 18,000 plus video lectures from NAPTEL. Then Samprabha. You can log in, get yourself registered here. This is Samprabha. Suppose I want to check humanity, history, culture, philosophy, social sciences. So 34 dedicated channels are provided through DTH, and higher education, school education, search, higher education. Higher education, school education, lifelong learning. It is current. Upcoming. Yes. This is the schedule of upcoming events. This is the subject, course, topic, faculty name. For undergraduate, telecast date 16th July. And these are the timings. So you can get yourself prepared to listen this video on channels, DTH channels. You can download all these scheduled telecast, 100 entries per page in Excel. Archive. Archive means those who have already telecasted. If you could not see on their schedule time, they have put on in archive, and you can see later on. My God. School education. 9th onward, they telecast the module on DTH channels. It is a little bit slow. Otherwise, the course content or DTH channels is very good. Sorry, it is not being opened. Okay, so you see, I have discussed with you the information, online information sources available over InfluNet, National Digital Library of India, NAPTEL, and Swamprabha. The Swamprabha could not be open, just only the schedule is shown and is not open so far. So there is a problem either with my internet connection or the site from InfluNet is also taking much time. Sorry, gentlemen, the pages from Swamprabha is not opened. And I could show you the information sources from InfluNet, National Digital Library of India, and NAPTEL. And At the end, I would like to request the people coming from colleges, if they are not getting the resources from through analyst, they should strive to get it in your colleges, and to the university, those who are not created the NAPTEL chapter in their universities, they should. This is a very good facility, and all the video lectures are available round the clock without internet connection. So this is all about information source, online information sources from these projects. Now you can ask any question.
Thank you so much, sir. There are already 2-3 questions in the chat box. I can read for you. The first question is from Anu Chopra. Can an individual access these resources for free, or only institutes can?
Okay, very good question. I have discussed 4 agencies. Samprava is totally free. NAPTEL is totally free. NAPTEL is also providing certification. So these resources are totally free. All the resources from information library network other than subscribed sources are free. Now again, please see, this is a very good question. And in FlipNet, these are the major activities. Under Shod Sindhu, they provide the access of e-journals and databases to the respective universities. If they have been provided or they subscribed at their own, only then these resources are available. Otherwise, only the abstract you can see using JGate. And those who have undergone with MOU with the InfluMnet for submitting the thesis for hosting on their servers, they can get the anti-plagiarism software under this Shuddhi program. And list all the colleges who are registered under Enlist, only they can get the access. The other sources like Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri, EPG Pathshala, IndCat, these are free of cost. Only which they are paying to the publishers, that is paid, and they cannot get the access of full text. This is InfluMnet. And National Digital Library is almost free. And hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Ji, ma'am.
My question is, which are the best option for social sciences subject and languages? Social sciences subjects for political science, history, psychology.
Okay. With minimum budget.
Yes, sir.
And maximum journals. You are talking about journals, no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes.
Maybe journal or article.
Articles of journalists, sir. E-Shodh Sindhu. You can see on screen.
Yes, sir.
These are resources. These are resources. Here is JSTOR. JSTOR. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
JSTOR. This database of journals is provided to 212 institutions, and it has a collection of 3,165 journals. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And it costs, I think, less than 3 lakh rupees. And this is the
cheapest source, covering maximum social sciences and humanities.
Okay, sir. And what about language subject, sir?
Language it also covers, and language. Some sources from Oxford University.
Sir, specific Hindi or Sanskrit language?
All these are foreign publishers, and I don't think any journal in Hindi or Sanskrit in Flipnet. Okay. On social sciences, again, Springer has a good collection. Taylor and Francis has a good collection. JSTOR is a very good collection, particularly in the field of social sciences and humanities.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Economic and Political Weekly, it is.
Sir, I am also a subscriber analyst from InFlipNet.
Analyst, then
Yes, sir.
you are getting, if you have the access of analyst, again see analyst. You are getting the access of these e-journals and these e-books. Among e-books, analyst is much richer than e-Shod Sindhu.
Yes, sir.
Oxford University Press, H.W. Wilson, Cambridge University Press, Annual Reviews, and JSTOR. All these publishers cover humanities, social sciences, like linguistics. Although some may have some other publishers may also have some journals, but they have a very good collection. This is what I am saying.
Okay, sir.
Anything else?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. There is one question from our international participant. He's asking, I would like to browse contents of Indian PhD dissertations. So in which online source is possible to search these?
Shod Ganga.
Is it possible for readers outside the India for free access?
When it is over internet, then no question of any boundary.
Okay.
All the 3,11,000 plus PhD thesis One minute, please. Yes. 3,11,419 full text thesis and about 8,000 synopsis from 476 universities. This material is available in full text.
मम्मी मेरा लेक्चर चल रहा है मैंने 10 मिनट लगने अजे.
So all the research in the form of PhD thesis submitted in Indian universities are available over internet that can be accessed from any corner of the world. So I think your question is answered. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, definitely. You have rightly said that thing. Yes, there is one more. Is there any link available free of cost for plagiarism test?
Silly question. Just go to Google.
Yes, sir.
Flag checker. Free anti-plagiarism software. Plagiarism checker. This one. Duplichecker.com. Plagiarism detector.
But sir, what about their authenticity, which are free of cost?
When you will use this software, only then you can see. But see how the anti-plagiarism software works. Okay, we are using anti-plagiarism software called Turnitin.
Yes, sir.
However, we have been provided the access of Urkun from InflipNet, because we have signed MOU with InflipNet. They had to provide us the access of anti-plagiarism software, and the software name is Urkun. But their area or their coverage is not as good as that of this Turnitin. All the freely available anti-plagiarism software, they don't pay any single penny to any publisher. Suppose someone has taken from Science Direct journal, which is a very costly journal, and you are checking through the freely anti-plagiarism software, it will not detect that material taken from that particular journal, paid journal, I mean. So authenticity is not the problem, but the coverage they are checking from which material. Actually, anti-plagiarism software check the submitted thesis from the material available over internet. If they are not having the access of those resources, they cannot make use of those resources. That is the problem. So we are paying 6 lakh plus for every year for the subscription of this Turnitin. Urkund has a very good coverage, but Turnitin again has the coverage. I think it has the widest coverage. So till date, it has the widest coverage. That's why we are paying 6 lakh per year. So if you want to check that availability of freely available anti-plagiarism software, this is 10 free anti-plagiarism detection checker software tools. So click this one, it will give you the list. These are the copy leaks, plagiarism, hidden plagiarism check, duplicate checker, plagiarism hunt, paper rates plagiarism checker. But if you don't have the access from any paid anti-plagiarism software, then you can check from these resources. Otherwise, always use paid anti-plagiarism software. Is your question is answered? Mamta ji? Hello?
Portals, which I think surely going to benefit our participants. So with
Mamta ji, your question is answered or not?
Yes, sir. That question is answered.
Okay.
Dr. Mamta, can I speak something?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Go on.
Good afternoon, Guru Bhai. First of all, I must thank you that you have given a wonderful lecture.
Madam Sangeeta ji.
हाँ जी.
Okay.
तो आपने बड़ा अच्छा लेक्चर दिया और बहुत अच्छा लगा. बस मेरा एक तो ये क्वेश्चन है कि हम जैसे जो एक्स स्टूडेंट है यूनिवर्सिटी के, क्या वो अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी के थ्रू इन फैसिलिटीज के मेंबर बन सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग क्रिएटिंग देयर ओन यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड?
No, madam.
नहीं बन सकते.
No, The reason behind, we have signed a MOU with the publisher not to provide the services to any other student or the student not enrolled in this university.
ओके मतलब एक्स स्टूडेंट्स के लिए नहीं है। अच्छा, ये जो भी इन्होंने पूछा था कि भी हम प्लेगरिज्म चेक, अगर कोई प्रेजेंट स्टूडेंट है और वो आपके पास लाता है कि भी मैंने ये पेपर लिखा हुआ है सर, या मेरी थीसिस है और आप मुझे चेक करके प्लेगरिज्म बता दीजिए, तो दे कैन ऑप्ट दिस सर्विस?
Madam, unofficially you can, but officially I can't give the statement that you can.
Okay, sir. Thank you, ji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Meher Singh sir wants to say something.
Ji.
Yes, Meher Singh sir.
Yes,
Can
yes.
you hear? Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very
Over
much.
to you,
Thank
sir.
ma'am. Ji, thank you, ma'am. I would like congratulate and thanks to Dr. Vinod Kumarji, University Librarian from GJU Hishar, and for giving such very good information on the topic, that is digital information resources which are available on the InflibNet site and on the users. And now most of the users are getting the information through the InflibNet, like some of the participants asking about the foreign participants about the Indian thesis, because it is the sir have told in a very good manner, because we have electronic repository of electronic thesis of Indian universities on the South Ganga portal, and it is very good collection and can access by all the institutions. These are the free of cost, and most of the, like sir have given already more examples, like NPTEL lecture, NLIS program, and there are so many activities which are following by the InflibNet Center, and most of the institutions in India and as well as abroad, they are getting the very helping information for their research work in this digital and digital or research environment. So I express my sincere thanks to Dr. Vinod Kumar for sparing your time, sir, in to deliver this expert talk in our FDP program. And so I again, sir, thank you very much, and so nice of you. Hand over to Mamta, ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, sir. So, Dr. Vinod, we once again thank you for sparing your time and for sharing such a informative, knowledgeable session with us. Thank you so very much.
Thank
And
you, madam, and
thank you, sir.
Thank you, Meher Singh ji, for giving me the opportunity to interact with the participants registered under this FDP program in university. Thank you very much.
Yes, thanks, sir. Thanks a lot.
Sir, thank you. So, participants.